Hello, beautiful people. Welcome and welcome back to Thrive Out Loud. Good night, Sanula. Thank you so much for giving me a bit of your time once again today. So, you back. First things first, house rules. In here, we like, we subscribe, we click on the bell notification, we comment, we share, and we tell a friend to tell another friend to bring some popcorn. I am a bit in my feels today. Just a little bit in my feels today, and I'm just so triggered by human beings, man. I'm just so touched by human beings. I'm just so I'm touched, So I was scrolling through the socials and I saw this lady who was sharing like her fitness journey. She was slightly overweight sometime last year or like before starting the fitness journey, and she was sharing a bit of a journey, like sharing her story about like who she is, what she's about, how she got to where she was, and what was the turning point, like the pivotal moment that told her, you know what, you need to start working on your health because your life is now in danger. And I was just touched by the amount of negativity in every the comments, and I'm just like, but what is wrong with our people? Here's a person who's coming forward saying, hey, this is my story, this is what I'm about, this is what I'm trying to do. And I feel like sharing it on social media, more than anything, it just adds on to that accountability, because now that you are like during the people, you cannot afford to slack up and just pull your weight. You actually have to do the thing, like do the work, put in the work and get it done. But I just I got so triggered. It reminded me of a lot of things that I had been shoving to the back of my mind for quite a long time. And I'm touched, about how all it takes is literally one comment, one negative comment to ruin a person, because we walk around with a lot of stuff going on. We're going through a lot, and to be going through a lot and still putting yourself out there every single day, waking up every single day, still trying your level best, but for people to receive it with such ill intent and negativity, it stings, man. It stings. Cyberbullying is a thing. Bullying generally is a thing. But I'm just baffled. Like, what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people generally, So it reminded me, of course, about the time I was a clown, and it took me aback, I won't lie. I think I had mentioned it in one of my other story times that I was dating a person who would break my confidence for fun, for banter, like just for the sake of it, So how it got to that point is like we met, and typical love story, boy meets girl, then they fall in love, and but this one was not typical, right? So then it got to a point where people start becoming more of themselves, and you feel like now you can start saying a bit more, except that sometimes we don't guard our tongues and we really don't care how it affects the next person. So I remember we were chilling. It was like a weekend, normal sitting, nothing major, and he had a bit too much to drink, and he started telling me about how his friends thought I was ugly. He basically called me an ugly duckling. Like, called me an ugly duckling, and I am a person, like, I won't hide it. If what you're saying is offending me, I don't find it like, I don't think it's my responsibility to protect you if what you're saying or what you're doing is offending me. So obviously, then I'm asking him, what are you saying? So then it goes deeper, papa. He tells me about how, when I met you, and I was like, oh, here's this, dark-skinned girl, not really my type. And he went on to say, no, he normally goes for like the light-skinned and petite type. And here's this one, we were not sure whether she's coming or going, just dark skinned, not really my type, but we're like, okay, let me just try you out. Tried you out, and you accepted eventually. And I was just so touched, but I just never minded it. I just figured, maybe it's the beer talking. But the thing about beer is very honest. The thing about alcohol generally, Bev will tell you the truth. If your person is lying, Bev will tell you the honest truth. So I thought, okay, that was it, It was an unfortunate ordeal. We're done with it. Can't you know? He's not done. He's still going to tell me some more. So on a separate occasion, then I think I was posting on Instagram, or I wanted to, but I was scrolling through my pictures, and I wanted to post something on Instagram. And he saw, okay, I was on Instagram, and then that thing where you're adding a picture, then it takes you to your gallery or to your photos app, and I'm scrolling, looking for a nice one, and he says, people like you are not really Instagram material. He says, have you seen the girls on Instagram? People like you and you can't keep up. Have you seen the girls that are on Instagram? Where now you're just there, you don't even have a weave. People like you are not on Instagram. And I stopped. And I remember I stopped posting for quite a while because I got discouraged. I felt so discouraged, and I felt like if my own boyfriend could tell me that, imagine what a person who doesn't relate to me on any level whatsoever, imagine what that person thinks. And so I got discouraged, and I stopped posting for a while. And this was long before I started my blog, long before my podcast came into play, long before this YouTube channel, because it's still brand new. Yes, it's still a newborn baby. Long before all of these things. But I got crippled, by what someone else thought and what someone else, I'd say, projected onto me. Because without anyone saying anything, you've seen yourself and you are satisfied with what you are as a person, who you are, the very essence of who you are. You are such a goddess, a walking, talking goddess. And if all it takes is for a person who I'd say knows nothing about you to diminish that, then there's a bit of work to do. So that's when I realized that there was a bit of soul work to do, because previously I thought I was confident. I used to think that I'm confident. I mistook confidence for upap. And I thought I was confident. I thought just because I find it easy to walk into a room and say hi to everyone and laugh out loud if I want to, and do whatever I want, I thought that was me being confident. But it was merely scratching the surface. I realized when I would take offense in all the negative things people had to say about me or to me, that actually, yes, it might be them, but it's actually not them, it's me. I have some work to do, because the world is a cruel place. The world is a cruel place, and someone will always have something to say. But does this mean if every single day I meet a person who has something wrong to say to me, does this mean I'll be upset every single day? Does this mean I'll be touched every single day? And that's when I, took the intentional steps to start doing the inner work, homework, how child to say. But okay, if I'm offended by a person who calls me dark-skinned, am I light-skinned? No, I'm not. So why am I offended? If I'm offended by a person who makes fun of any of my facial features, are they not there? They're there. So why am I offended? If I'm offended by a person who maybe mocks my size, mocks my height, is it a lie? So I had to really start breaking stuff down to say, but why do you take so much effort and give it to a person who really doesn't care how you feel? Because a person who is sensitive and cares about, the repercussions of the things they say won't just go around, running their mouths, saying all sorts of nonsense to people. Then that's when I realized, it's actually, it's not them, it's you. you have to trust yourself, you have to believe in yourself, you have to be about yourself even when no one believes you. Just like that lady I saw on the socials, I feel like as much as yes, people were negative and people had a lot to say, I don't think it should derail her from what she set out to do. I don't think it should take away from the effort she's already put in and make her feel like her efforts are in vain, because I see the progress and I'm loving it, and I don't think I'm the only one who sees that progress. But it just goes on to say about how much of our value we place in the hands of other people, how much of our confidence we place in other people. So does this mean if no one believes in you, you are now insignificant, So it took a while, I won't lie. Ooh, that's a pain. It took a while and it wasn't easy. It's not easy to ignore a person who is telling you off and this person lives with you, it made me feel all sorts of ways, but it took putting in the work to realize that it's actually not about what he says or what he says his friend says, because deep down I know it's a thing he has been wanting to tell me, but he just didn't know how to come out with it and just say it, So yeah, I don't know what this video is about, but yeah, I just felt like sitting down and letting this one out, because I felt for this lady, and I felt triggered, it hurt, it stung as though it were me, and it's not even me. I don't even know this lady, but it hurts, man. So now we can't even be ourselves because someone will have something to say. Now we can't even share our honest and authentic journeys and selves because someone will have something negative to say, because there's a problem generally with the people in the world. And that to me is just disturbing. At what point will we be our genuine and authentic selves without the fear of what the next person will say? At what point will you pursue what is meant for you without caring what the next person has to say, So I don't even know what I'm going to title this video, but I just needed to have this sit down and I needed to say something. I'm so hurt, and I don't know, man. The world is just so weird, but till better days. Bye.